What is that one thing? That one thing that doesn't allow you to sleep peacefully? That one thing that makes you feel embarrassed? That one thing that makes you lower your eyes when you're actually looking at someone? That one thing that doesn't allow you to take actions? That one thing that, most importantly, doesn't allow you to be happy? That one thing that makes you sweat? That one thing that makes you unhappy? That one thing that makes you think that life is not worth living? That one damn thing is fear. So in today's session, we're actually going to talk about fear. And believe me or not, to be fearful is actually quite normal. The brain is wired to experience fear because it's part of the survival mechanism, incorporated in the body, in the nervous system. To be fear is normal. It actually allows you to be fearful and to actually take some actions. Let's say someone is coming with a knife to stab you. You need to experience the fear so that you know it's a dangerous situation and you need to either fight it or run away from it. So to be fearful is part of us and it's normal. But it becomes a problem when you're in a constant state of fear. And the fear becomes your identity, it becomes your nature. And there it becomes a problem. So what do we do? What do we do from there? First of all, you need to accept that fear is a normal feeling. It's a normal emotion. All right? And from there, we need to accept it and we need to let it be. Let the fear be. And accept it and let it go away when we experience it. We need to know whether the fear is justified or no. So that's the first step, to actually accept the fear. Accept it and let it come and let it go. Have faith. Have faith in yourself when you experience fear. And have faith in God, or whether the higher being you pray or you believe in. Have faith in it. And have faith that it will pass away. Secondly, you need to actually understand your mind. And you need to feed your mind. Feed your mind with good things. Don't just read random things the whole day. Have 30 minutes of quality time where you feed into your mind quality things. Listen to good music for 30 minutes. Listen to an audio file which talks about strategies to improve your life, which talks about wisdom. Read something religious for 30 minutes if that's your thing. Reading is very important. The most successful people read. For example, I look at Warren Buffett, who is like the king of stock exchange. He reads for 2 hours and he's 80 years old. So no matter how busy you are, you need to find quality time to read. And don't rely on external factors to be happy. Don't wait for people to actually provide you with resources to improve your quality of life. Instead of waiting for resources, be resourceful yourself. Be creative. No matter what the situation is right now around the world, try to find time to read. Try to find time to learn a new skill. Be resourceful. Try to see how you can make the most out of the correct situation. Don't just wait for things to improve so that now you take on new opportunities. Be resourceful. Reinvent yourself while we are isolated right now, so that when everything calms down, when everything becomes normal, you're actually better than what you used to be before. So be resourceful. And the leaders we have, the good leaders, actually good readers, because they don't stop and they take what they already have as wisdom and share to people. They're always improving. They're constantly reading, constantly learning new strategies. And that's how they become the greatest leaders, because they're constantly learning, constantly upgrading yourself. So why are you stopping? Go out there, read, try to upgrade yourself, try to improve yourself in any aspect you can. And this is very important. Reading, learning, improving yourself is very important. Because we can all say that, everyone is equal as spirits, as souls, but every time you're dwelling, every time you're stuck in your negativity, someone else is actually working hard and upgrading his or her life. So think about it. Have faith in yourself, but actually use your time well to improve yourself. Because every time you're not doing so, someone is overtaking you. So read, improve yourself, learn, grow, and most importantly, look at the quality of thoughts you have during the day. Now, don't beat yourself to it. It's actually quite normal to have negative thoughts in a day. But be very aware, be alert about the kind of thoughts you're having every day. When you have these negative thoughts which tell you you're not good enough, which tell you everything is bad right now, it's not going to be good. When you have these kind of thoughts, don't fight them. Just let them come and let them go. You don't need them. And even if you have negative people around you telling you these things, you should have the courage, you should have the energy to actually hear them, but at the same time, let go of them. Your mind should be so silent that when they're talking to you, these things don't get in. They don't get in. So they don't affect you. Because these thoughts, these feelings, these ideas won't bring you anywhere. So don't take them on. So be very watchful about your thoughts, because your thoughts influence your belief system, and your belief system guides your actions, and your actions actually your actions determine the quality of life you have. So your thoughts are directly linked to the standard of living you have. When I'm talking about standard of living, I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about happiness. I'm talking about fulfillment. So your thoughts actually determine the kind of life you're living right now. So be very watchful. Be very watchful about your thoughts, because your thoughts can either change your life for the best, or they can completely mess up your life. So be very aware about the kind of thoughts you're having every day, every minute, every second. You need to be really aware, really know. And the one thing I'm going to tell you to end this podcast today is about net time. Net time is no extra time. So you can do things every day and you're actually not using extra time to do those things. For example, let's say you're washing dishes. At the same time, you could be running an audio file in the background where the person is talking about really inspiring things. And these things can actually change the quality of life you have, because these things are talking about strategies which you can incorporate in your life. So find activities which can actually be supported by net time, no extra time, where you're running actually inspiring music, where you're actually running podcasts which will actually change your life. So there are so many things we can do, so many things we can learn while being in isolation. I'm just struck by the amount of things we can do every day, which will actually change our lives so much so that when everything comes back to normal, you will actually be like the best version you could be. And you will be surprised by the kind of things you change in yourself. Maybe this opportunity has been given to us so that we can actually change all these things, because we never had the chance to have so much time to actually shape our lives so much. And this chance has been given to you right now. So why not just grab the chance and do as much as you can? Do as much as you can.